Hello, I'm calling from XYZ Bank. We have personal loans, very good interest rates for personal loans. Would you be interested, please? How many of you have received such calls? Twice a day? These kind of calls are called cold calls. All of us hate getting cold calls. We are busy in our schedule, working, or at least showing off to work. And all of a sudden the phone rings, expecting there to be some headhunter calling us up, offering a new job. We pick up the phone and then we get loans, personal loans, car loans, mutual funds, investment options, and number of calls. What actually is a cold call? We all know these are cold calls, but how do we define a cold call? And how is it different from the regular sales pitches that are made, regular sales processes? How is it different? Cold call is a process wherein water is brought to the horses rather than horses being brought to the water. As in, the buyer, your customer, your client would not even know you. You reach out to the client, make an offer that you would feel he cannot refuse, and take the sale ahead. In a normal process, the customer walks in, identifies the need, goes out to shop, does shopping, gets back. In this case, the person who reaches out to the customer makes him aware that his or her needs exist, and there the sale process starts. The way decision making happens is identification of need. In normal sale process or normal purchasing processes, we all identify our own needs. In this case, we are told that this is our need. A person who calls up and says, would you be interested in personal loan? If you ask him back, what would I do with the money? Oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can. It's such a low interest rates. They like to invoke your needs first. And once you recognize your needs, gather information. How you can use that money, or you can use the product that you are going to buy, or what is your need? How does it fit in? So once you identify the need, explore the need, fit in your product into that. Evaluate various options. Then do the purchase and post-purchase analysis, whether I did the right thing or not. Remember, this post-purchase analysis is quite different from purchase of a sari by one. It's quite different. Otherwise, cold calls are as good or as effective or as normal as the normal sale processes. The only difference being is identification of need and getting the shoe of the customer. That's the only difference. How do you do that? How do you identify and tell anyone that, hey, I have identified this is your need? How do you do that? Come on, all of you have received calls, cold calls. Someone raised 2 hands. I have always been at the receiving end. Yes. Do some research. Do some assessment. So you act. And the way to act is ACT. Assess first. Assess the need of the customer. Ask questions when you meet. But before you ask questions, as you rightly say, do some research. First, you need to understand who is your customer, who is your potential customer. Why is it that you receive a call now? You did not receive a call when you really needed a money, you were a student. You did not have a job, you didn't receive a call at that time. Because the person who is calling you did some research, found out, okay, he has the money to pay me back. He has a source of income to pay me back. Did some research. Similarly, when you reach out to a customer, to a potential customer, to make a cold call, do some research, come and ask questions. If you don't do research, your questions would not be valid one, will not be relevant ones. Ask questions, understand the situation the customer is in. Have source of empathy there. Understand how he is feeling or what is his need and why that need exists. Communicate to the person. Communicate about what? About hurt. Hurt in this doesn't mean that you go and give a punch to the person and then you feel, oh, how do you feel? How are you feeling? The person, if he needs something, the person is lacking something in life. And that is what is called hurt over here. So understand, discuss about the hurt, discuss about the facts as well as the perceptions. Remember, perceptions sometimes are much, much more important than the facts. Talk about both. We had a customer who always thought that their processes are running very slow. Whereas the fact was, the process that he was talking about used to take say 9 minutes as compared to 25 minutes taken, the same process takes at other customers. But that was a fact. But his perception still was that his processes are slow. You cannot just say, oh, okay, it doesn't matter. You need to understand, you need to work on that perception. And that will happen only when you talk about why does he feel that 9 minutes is too long? Where is the gap? You need to understand the process, you need to understand what hurts him. And once you understand that, then transition. Transition from the hurt to rescue. How would you be able to rescue him or her from that position back to normality? Once you are able to do that, you have set up the platform for this. Okay? What we are going to do here is do a role play. And the role play would involve 2 people. One person, Ms. Lata Nayak, is presumably the CEO of the company. I got you promoted today. So CEO of a company of a FMCG which is investing in logistics, and they have their own share of profits. I am going to play the role of a salesperson who would be talking about what problems we have and providing a solution, because my company provides software solution to logistics issues. Just give me a minute to do the setup. Okay, Lata, please. Welcome. So in this case, I would not be calling her up on phone. This being a corporate client, I would rather like to walk in, do a face-to-face discussion instead of doing it over phone. Hello, Mr. Kata. How are you?
Prashanth. Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Welcome.
If you remember, I had called you earlier and set up an appointment, though I did not give you details at the time. Just to start it, I'd like to talk about myself and my company a bit. I represent here the Awesome Software Company Limited, which has developed software for logistics issues. And we have been able to reduce the cost and the problems of our customers by as much as 60% cost reduction. And many times most of the problems have been solved for our customers. What I have come to know is that your company has recently decided to invest a lot in logistics business. So I would like to take some time of yours and discuss with you to understand where is it that my company can help you, my software can help you in resolving any problem that you have.
You're absolutely right. right. We are looking at upgrading our ERP and get our logistics management in a much better situation. We do have our own inherent problems in our organization. So I'm actually curious to know, Prashanth, you quoted this percentage, 60%. What exactly do you mean? I mean, how did you get to that number?
See, when I say 60% cost reduction,
Yeah.
let's look at main heads where the cost comes in. For logistics, your cost comes from packaging, the transportation, your labor cost, and the cost that you incur for loss of your business because of delay in transportation and the waiting time. So if I'm able to reduce your packaging cost, if I can help you in tracking your trucks or your logistics in real time, which will help you in taking proper decisions, in moving the product from one place to another, moving your trucks from one place to another, and ensuring that you do not have to waste even one single hour in a month because of technical glitches and performance issues, as well as we make sure that your trucks do not have to wait at the base. These are the factors that we look into. And what we have seen is, we have been able to 90% reduce the waiting time. We have been able to provide a real-time information on movement of logistics. Packaging costs, I would admit that we do not have enough capability to reduce it a lot, because packaging cost is a raw material cost, which again, we can help you in providing information, getting information, but then we know that Google can provide you better information in that part, right? So, however, we can help you in creating the metrics on how the cost goes.
Okay, hang on. I just want to interrupt here.
Yes.
So my biggest problem is, yes, the list that you came up with around the packaging cost, around warehousing, tracking of the trucks, they are definitely the problems which we do face. But in addition to that, we have one more problem that sort of eats up our margins, which is inventory management. So many times, we are in FMCG, right? So we deal in loads of volumes of our goods. So it happens that most of the times our inventory just gets stuck, and I have no idea where the inventory is. I have no idea what my stock position is, because I'm just not able to access my data. It's just not even visible to me. And that's where I just feel like I have lost control on what I'm managing. So how can you help me?
Perfectly, you're not alone in this issue. 80% of the organizations which are dealing with raw material or finished products, they have these issues. And we have a wonderful solution in the name of ERP, Persuasive planning, where you can implement inventory modules, and you can have financial modules on top of it to ascertain the cost that you incur, both in terms of buying the goods, manufacturing it, or to manage it, inventory management. And this will also help you in doing a what analysis and when to purchase and how much stock to purchase.
Yeah, but my constraint, let me correct you here. My constraint is not just about the manufacturing side. So what I meant to say here is, I dispatch goods and I just have no visibility. I'm not able to access anything. I'm lost.
Great. So what happens is, let me try to understand. What happens is, you have a finished goods which you upload in the truck, and the trucks go up. Only when it reaches the end point, then you come to know that okay, it has reached. In between there is no track. Yeah. So the way it can be helped is if you get a real-time tracking of the trucks.
Right.
So what it will need is, maybe we can work on it. We have a module which helps in GPS tracking of the trucks. So you may have to make certain investment, small investment, wherein you can put a system there, GPS system in the trucks. You can install it there, and through that we can collect real-time data. The help would be in real time we can monitor how your trucks are moving. This is integrated with Google Maps and the Navic system that ISRO has recently launched. This will provide you real-time traffic, congestion, and any issue like buns or anything because of which there is roadblock.
Right.
So this will provide you in real-time these information, through which you can even call up the driver and tell him to take a different route. That will help you in solving a lot of issues in terms of time management.
sort of precisely what I'm
Yes.
looking at.
On top of it, what happens is you monitor it today, and this truck went off. You were able to rectify it,
Right.
but you may not know 1 month down the line what happened. So we have a BI tool which is helpful. So I think my system could be helpful for you. What we can do is, can we next week can we have a demo of this system? I'll send my technical team to do a demo to the team. And before I do that, can have an email address so that I can send you my brochures and marketing materials and technical materials so that your team will be well prepared for the demo.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay, ma'am.
Here's my card.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Give a good round of applause to her. Thanks, Lata. So what we did right now is a demo of how cold calls can go. There are a lot of stuff that were covered, a lot of stuff were not covered because real-time scenarios are honestly there. There's a couple of some do's and don'ts are there. That first thing is talk to the decision makers. Do not talk to someone who will tell you, oh, let me talk to my boss and get back to you. You never be able to crack the deal. Ask questions, show empathy while asking and questions and listen to the answers and offer to help. Do not say that I will be able to solve this thing. Say that, okay, let me explore how to solve this. That will open up the customer. What you should not do is, you should not start by talking a lot about your product. Talk about what your product does, give a brief of it, and then say, after that, let's explore how can I help you. The way I did it, like this is my product and I would like to explore how we can help you. So it is talking about their problem instead of talking about your product. You should be doing. Do not compare with competitors, because the moment you do that, competitors get a leeway without even putting an effort. So the customer can say, okay, let me look into the customer's product or the competitor's product also. Do not be too technical, do not boast a lot, and give a chance to say no to the customer. It's up to you how you convert this no to yes. This is how a cold call should be done and can be conquered. Any questions?
What if the customer starts talking about competition, like they tell you about products of the competition, what do you do then?
Yes, if customer has certain information, first thing that you need to do is, before you make that cold call, be aware of your competitors. Be aware of their pluses and the minuses. Do a SWOT analysis. So if customer starts talking about it, talk about your strengths. Instead of talking about customer's weakness, diverse the customer to talk about your strengths rather than competitor's weakness. If customer talks about competitor's strengths, that's fine. Admit it. If those are strengths, admit it. There's no point denying that. But if you are matching it, tell it there. If you are not matching it, and if it is in pipeline, if you are working on something to match that, tell that and give a timeline to it. And the customer will respect your honesty.
What if in the first say itself the person says, I don't want to talk to you then, like, I'm busy or something?
That's fine.
Or I'm not
See,
interested.
that happens because of two reasons. One is the customer does not have the need. So the research that you did is the one which will help you in overcoming this. So you will not just go and hit a wall. You will know whom to reach out, and this person has a need. The moment you talk about their need, they will open up. So that's why it says that do not talk about your product a lot in the beginning. Just give an intro and start talking about their needs. The moment if you have certain needs, if I come and talk to you about your needs, you will open up. But if you don't have the need, or otherwise you are really busy right now, you have the need but you don't have the time to spend on it right now, then take another time. That will help.
That's the second reason.
Pardon?
You told two reasons.
Yes, so the second reason could be the customer is generally busy,
Okay.
has a need but is busy, cannot spend time for it right now. Then in that case, schedule an appointment for future.
How often we should follow up with them? Because sometimes we do a very harsh follow up, they get tense, so we don't want to follow up.
Right. So when you do a first call, that time set up for timeline that can I call you again on coming Monday? Okay. Then you call up on Monday. The customer, since he has already committed that you will call up on Monday, would not feel bad. Sometimes yes, depending on the mood of the customer, he may still feel bad, but then that's okay, take another time. Right? All these are very subjective. Yes? Over to you, Toastmaster.